Good morning, pregame crew. How are y'all? The sound will get better in about a week and a half when I have my new rig set up. So I have a cord problem with my microphone, so bear with me with the sound quality. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. It's just not as crisp as it normally is or should be. Hey, Falcon, Mustang, Benjamin, Brian, Rob, Michael, Cassia. I'm probably not saying that correctly. Veronica Pecourt and Sue. Falcon, thank y'all for joining us this early in the morning. We have the jobless claims coming out in 3 minutes. So I wanted to go live a little bit earlier so we can see what's happening. If you are interested, hey Jared, if you are interested in my chart setup, I have it on the screen right now and I'm going to delete it so we can get some clarity. I have the resistances if you want to mark them up on your chart for any reaction to the upside. 407.725, 408.9 on ES, support 409.25, and then the next support is 402.1. Just want to call out a gap over here at 4:015.25. 4:015.25. Gaps can act as magnets. I'll try. Requests are always covered 3 times a day over in the Chart Guys community. So if that's something that's really important to you, you can go check that out. I have my format that I go over the Fab 4 futures, crypto, commodities, movers and shakers of the day, potential technical setups. So I always try to go over your requests, but sometimes it can be a little much. So thank you for understanding. So gaps don't have to be filled. There are plenty of gaps on a lot of charts that are never filled. Go back and look at Netflix. I think Dan's pointed out before. There's like one down at $14. I don't think that's going to be filled. Who knows? So this could be a magnet for ES on any bear reaction from these jobless claims. So if you are interested in my chart setup, I'm going to leave it up just 1 more second, 15 more seconds. I'll leave it up. You can screenshot it. Hey, Dragon Man. Jason will not be joining us this morning. He is otherwise tied up. So, Dragon, it's you and me. I told him we would do a lot of cussing today. Just kidding. Not my thing. All right. So, I'm going to delete the setup now. Those are my moving averages. The RSI that I use, you can use it for multiple time frames. I don't use it that fancy. I just like the green to show oversold and the red to show overbought. So what was interesting yesterday, we have 1 more minute to the report. I left this line on here. I drew this line of the hourly EMA acting like an electric fence, and then it did it again. So at least we're clearing the 8 EMA, getting up to the 21 EMA right now, but still bears have it. Bears are in control. Hope you stayed protective yesterday and you didn't get caught up in buying the dip aggressively. Yep, crypto was interesting last night with Elon's tweet. Remember, I am delayed about 30 seconds, so you will see the reaction before I do, or at least before you hear me review it, because there's a slight delay. So, waiting on the numbers here. See if it impacts the chart as much as CPI numbers did yesterday. The CPI numbers yesterday were digested bearishly, basically anticipating more inflation, which would require an inflation or an interest rate hike to combat inflation. So the market digested those numbers bearishly. Right now, no reaction, so no big deal yet. So on ES, I'm going to leave this up for a little bit. So here, let me scroll out a little bit. So here are your supports for ES and your resistances. Support 402.925, 402.1, resistance 407.725, 408.9, and then we've got that ever important gap fill below at 4:015.25. Just something to note. We are right at the daily 50 MA for ES. That is a key level that algos really follow closely. So a little bit of a bullish reaction here. Your shorter term support is at 405.850, 405.5750. So of our top 4, let's go look at the 15-minute ES. NASDAQ getting a little bit more of a bounce, but I would say it's more of a dead cat bounce and not true strength yet. So The weakest is YM. So YM has just had a heck of a run here on the weekly. We're developing a bearish engulfing candle where we are engulfing last week's price action bearishly. We're closing toward the low of the week, but we still have 2 days, today and tomorrow, to recover that. So that's something to note on YM. So this morning, NASDAQ has the strongest dead cat bounce, then IWM, then ES, and then YM. So looking at NASDAQ, your key support is down at 12936, 12915, resistance 13089.50. We have a double top right there, and then 1323150. Let's look at the RSI. RSI has gotten oversold a couple times here, but we are bouncing. We didn't get oversold on the daily. On the hourly, we got oversold. We're now testing that resistance. Hey Luzmar, hey Jay, hey Davy Baby, David, Roger, Bobo, thank y'all for joining us. I really appreciate the support. So RTY, a little bit cleaner chart, not as wiki. So we could have a 15-minute bull flag going on here with RTY. You have support down at 2120, 2116. You have resistance at 2147 and 2150. YM could be a little 15-minute bull flag as well. 33568, 33657 is your resistance, and your support is down at 33284 and 33260. So YM got thrown away the last couple days. They are hedges to inflation. The infrastructure stocks don't get hit as hard typically in an inflation environment, so these dips could be bought in ITB, IYT, XLB, and XLI. It remains to be seen if they will be bought. Okay. Dead cat bounce, yes. So dead cat bounce just means that, so the question is, no one knows unless you are some amazing genius studying the ticker 24/7, or the tape, I should say. You don't know if these bounces, like right now we're bouncing, look at this volume, it's so puny, it's in after hours. So is this just bears covering down at the low and then it bounced? In order to cover, you must buy to cover. So that buying pressure, is it from bears covering, from bulls desperately wanting this dip? It remains to be seen. So over the hourly, we're getting over that 21 EMA, and for me, it's really getting over that 50 MA that will be ever so important. So we got to get over it, get that higher low, and then break that hourly high. Today it would be asking a lot for the bulls to get all those components done, go get that high, go get that low, then go get over that high. It's a lot of work to do in one day. It's been done before, so we will see what the bulls have up their sleeve. So every day I try to bring you a concept, and it's something that I'm thinking of organically. If I'm having to force it, then I don't bring up concepts outside the chart. So what I want to bring up today is Pareto Principle. I see it a lot in life. My history is, Lord, that's bright. I graduated with a business degree from LSU. I have my MBA, and I taught TQM, Total Quality Management, in the late 90s. I taught it, and then I went to work for a hospital for Joint Commission, Quality Management. And so we were the people walking around the hospital just to kind of go over the concept, making sure that the doctors are cutting off the right leg. I'm sure you remember that happening in hospitals. So total quality management, make sure the right baby is given to the right mom and dad, and these errors are minimized. We should be using those principles in our trading. TQM 100%, looking for 100% accuracy, checking our checklist, making sure that we are avoiding all errors. And when we don't do that, we are following Pareto's principle. Traders who make money make up about 20% of the trading population. Traders who lose money make up about 80%. And that 20% of traders that make money, they hold about 80% of the trading wealth. So it's a shift. It's a shift from the traders who don't follow TQM principles, quality management principles, quality control principles, follow their rules and discipline. They just give their money over to that other 20%. So are you part of the Pareto principle? Here's a chart here. So let's say, here are the trading errors. I entered on FOMO. I entered long at resistance. I entered short at support, shorting in the hole. Here are the errors that make up about 80% of the trading errors are just a few errors. And then these other ones, I hear people say, oh, I made an error in Thinkorswim and I accidentally bought. That's over here. That doesn't happen a lot. What happens a lot is you hear some guru on Twitter say, oh my God, PLTR is the best thing ever, the worst thing ever. And then you drop it and sell it, and you're constantly switching your convictions because of some opinion. That is an error over here in trading that happens very, very often. So knowing the difference of what processes happen very often and eliminate those. Imagine me drawing a big X over these. Eliminate those errors that happen by a lot of traders and start joining the forces of the 20% that make money versus the 80% that doesn't make money. Okay, going back to the charts. All right. Hey, Frank. Ooh. Okay, so with NASDAQ, this is a nice bounce. Nice bounce on ES. Had a little bit of bear volume come in there, but usually you have a mixed reaction on any news. You get those wickety wicks. So we have the upper wick, the lower wick, and then after some digestion, they digest the news. I don't have the exact news. I don't need to know the fundamental news to know. I can just trade the chart. I don't have to be a macro expert. All right, so we've gone over the Fab Four. Let's look at Bitcoin. So Elon tweeted yesterday that they're no longer accepting, Tesla is no longer accepting Bitcoin to buy cars because of the mining and energy requirement in order to mine those coins. So that could be a little bit of a problem. I don't know if Tesla will get hit bearishly today. I know Bitcoin got hit bearishly yesterday. And remember, these charts, when we are up at resistance and news gets released, like it was in here, we have a perfect hour bear flag. We release the news and go down. Did we need that Elon news to anticipate a bear break? No, because this was a perfectly formed bear flag. Decreasing bull volume underneath the EMAs, perfect dog leg, and then drop. So just always don't get overly consumed with the news, because I don't know that all of us have the wherewithal to digest all those variables accurately. So just stay with the chart, stay with the chart. And right now, hourly EMAs are brick wall for Bitcoin, getting some nice bounces. Let's see what it can do. But overall, look at the tree branches we have overhead to bang our head into. We've got all these bag holders up here. Here's a Chanel bag. Here's a Louis bag. Here's a Kate Spade bag. They're ready to hand that baggage off as we bounce into that overhead supply. So just know that with Bitcoin, key support 48,428, 46,000, resistance 51,400, 54,809. Ethereum, this chart actually doesn't look as healthy. On the hourly, we have the EMA resistance. Let me go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, I was looking at hourly chart. So this has an Adam and Eve look. That was a terrible drawing. Adam and Eve is what you would think it is. You got the pointy part, and then you got the round part. So this could be an hourly bear flag on Bitcoin. Let's see if the bulls can turn it around and get that rounded bottom. When you see an Adam and Eve pattern, the V and then the round, that is a bullish reversal pattern. Ethereum doesn't have that. This is actually quite messier. So something to note, that Bitcoin actually looks a little bit stronger. I'd have to go study the Bitcoin dominance charts. Lots of things to know there. So we have a double top at 3837, 3836 right now on the 15-minute. Your next support 3700, 3596, resistance 3837, and then 3989. We were all over this. I subscribed to Elon's tweets. A lot of us do, and I put it in the room within probably 45 seconds of Elon tweeting. So we had some great shorts yesterday on Bitcoin. We had some great long opportunities. I bought over here at 35.50, sold at 39.50 on this oversold bounce. So lots of opportunities when you're part of a community and you just get great data and it's everybody sharing and helping. So CL, oil hourly EMA resistance trend trade. This could be an area to actually short. Oil, I like to have confluence. So we have the 64.97 prior resistance. We're coming into the underside of a downtrending 8 EMA. Doesn't look great for oil, and we got inventory out of the way yesterday, so that's good. No news on oil today anticipated, unless it's something a surprise, like something to do with that pipeline. So we have support at 64.43, 64.09. We have resistance 64.87, 65.38. That's right. You got to have the stop losses. Yep. So Jason's not here, so I'm just making sure. I know Dragon's in there. Yellow candles are inside bars. That's right. No problem, Steven. No problem. Okay, so on oil, we had this big higher high, and then we're trying to get a higher low relative to 63, 68. This is a really big give back. So on any bounce, we're anticipating a lower high on oil. Gold. Gold on the daily, we're looking for that higher low, We are resting at the 8 EMA. We got to have the bull show up to rescue this daily higher low. We need to get over 1822. We have a double top right there as a gold bull. I would love to see a little hourly inverse head and shoulders here. We shall see 1822 is the number to get over. Then 1844, you have support at 1808. And then after 1808, $1,800 psychological, 1788. Come on, gold bulls, you can do it. AMC has some pre-market action. So AMC, this is not, I don't fundamentally have zero conviction on this company. They're movies. I don't even like the movies. Forget COVID. That's 2 hours of sitting down when I could be like ironing clothes and doing my budget and being very productive while watching a show on Netflix. So this is not a comment about this fundamentally. This is a tightening range that at TCG, a lot of us just really, this is our bread and butter when we have these tightening ranges. And we have been tightening since January. So January, February, March, April, May, which means the month's bar is staying within the prior month's range. And we're really tightening on AMC. I'm not saying there's a trade today. We do have some pre-market action. I'm just saying there's a trade brewing. Resistance, $11, $11.10. Support, $10.70, $10.63. If we could come back into 1037, there could be a long opportunity today. But overall, just watch it for a pretty explosive trade when those monthly inside bars finally give way. Microsoft got an upgrade this morning. So let's look at it on the weekly. On the weekly, we are looking for that higher low relative to 22426. So the really amazing traders that have been trading for 20 plus years, they love this mean reversion. Come back to the mean. The mean is the 21 EMA. Come back down here so I can buy you. So on any bounce, you have bought it on a discount and you're not paying up for any premium, especially on option. So yesterday we were sitting at that weekly 21 EMA. We're bouncing now. So I like Microsoft to the long side support, 23880, 23818. Resistance is up at 24438. We got to bring the volume. Right now it's happening on very little volume. We got to bring the volume when the market opens. PLTR, Kathy Wood, she bought a lot of it yesterday. So we got this beat down. Earnings was a beat. And then now we have people stepping in and buying this huge dip. We have support down at 1866, 1843. Resistance 1920. We're getting through that in pre-market hours. We want to get through it during regular trading hours. And yesterday's high was up at $20 even. So $20 resistance, 1851 support. So it'd be really cool if we could tighten within that range again today, and then tomorrow have a breakout trade. So day traders, I'm not worried about it going to $30. I mean, if you're in long, then I want it to go to $100. But I'm saying for day trading opportunity, this is a really big range it had on earnings day. We're digesting that range. If it could digest it one more day, then I could get some explosion to the upside or to the downside. So I like tightening ranges. The tighter we go, the better. Kento, if you rewind to the beginning of the video, then, or rewind, that shows my age. I go over the indicators. I show them on the chart at least. 8 and 21 EMA, they're part of the Fibonacci Math series. That's why I use them. 50 and 200. Simple moving averages, algos use them a lot. TTM squeeze, I'm an options trader primarily during the day, so I like to see when we have some volatility storing. So that, and then RSI here. We all use RSI, or a lot of us do. Peloton. Okay, Peloton. The PE ratio on Peloton is 178. I mentioned that I have an MBA. I love business. I had a business and I sold a business for 8 times multiple of earnings. So this is 178 times. So Peloton had that really bad news of having to recall all of its treadmills. I own one. I get it. There's huge cult following on this stock. And by the way, you can use FinViz for these trend lines sometimes if it's things you don't see. It's really cool about calling it out. You use it for fundamental information, technical information, and a lot of it is for free. So on Peloton, just looking at this daily chart, when we see names go up, make that higher low, break it, and get no follow through, then I look for potential bear flag on a higher time frame here. So Peloton actually looks like a potential short. So 90.90 is your resistance, and after 90.90, 92.59, man, if it could just bolt into 92.59, $93, that could be an area to short on Peloton. So yes, I'm making a fundamental statement about the PE ratio being so high, and this company is extremely overvalued as it relates to financials. So, and it has this treadmill news that I don't know has been fully digested. The other thing I had up yesterday and I wanted to show you, XBI, Dan has been pointing out this falling wedge, and it's pretty cool because FinViz they draw all of these. You can I'm just going to make up a name, not make up a name, but Baba. All of these names have trend lines, so it's pretty cool if you want to use FinViz to help you kind of visualize charts a little bit more. Okay, Teja, let's go over Mara. Mara got beat up overnight because mining is the issue. Mining is what Elon quoted, using a lot of energy. Mara is a miner of sorts, and I say of sorts because it seems to be a very diluted plan. 22.75, 23.14 is your resistance, and then support is down at $21. Then after $21, $18.80. For me on Mara, I would be looking short because crypto is weak, and the mining names, they got a big hit overnight and they're trying to recover from that hit. So any spike up could be a shorting opportunity. Not saying that it will be a perfect short. I'm just saying that's the direction I'd be looking at. So let me be clear on the resistance. So far, the high of this pre-market move, 21.85, 22.75 next resistance, then 23.14. Then you have support at $21, 18.80, then 18.50. No, they don't have a TTM screener, Cassia. They do not. Okay, now let me go to what I was looking at. We went over gold. We went over AMC, Microsoft. We did that. PLTR, Peloton. Okay, SI. That is the wrong SI. So Silvergate. You got to make sure you click on the right one. There's so many SIs. So let me clear that out. SI. So Silvergate had some news there, something related to Facebook and blockchain. I posted the news. If you're part of the TCG community, I posted it over in Crypto General. You can go read that. So basically, they got some good news overnight that they're partnering somehow with Facebook. 97.93 is your resistance, then 101.34 on this name. You have support at 90.71, 87.75. Literally the worst day to have crypto news, when, not the worst day, but when we have this Elon tweet and bearish overhang, and then Silvergate's coming out with positive crypto news. So I don't know how far this move can get. We shall see. Facebook is definitely a big partner. Speaking of Elon, ADA got a huge move last night compared to other names. If you look at it, I think I was looking on the 4 hour, it looked like a little megaphone-ish. But why is this name up 15% compared to other crypto names? Because if you read Elon's tweet, he said that they will be looking for crypto alternatives that require less, 1% or less of the energy that it requires to mine a Bitcoin. Well, there's like 8 names from our research over in Crypto General. You can go check that out. That names that require very little energy in order to mine. ADA is one of them. So we were looking for this opposite effect for names that would get a positive boost from Elon's tweet, and ADA got that news, got that boost. Okay, Tiger on the weekly, we are looking for a weekly higher low relative to 1287. I don't know what the news is this morning, if any, but it's having a nice little move. So support at 1550 and 1473. Resistance 1587 and 1599. Tesla Tesla is bouncing. So you have resistance up at 606.84, then the high of yesterday, 620.41. Support at 594.50 and 580. SPY. I didn't mark these up like I normally do. I was marking up ES. So 408.25, 408.61, 407.17. I'm going to pause here so you could take a screenshot. Thank you, Dragon Man. Yep, that coin trade yesterday. Wasn't that amazing? That was so cool. I was getting my teeth cleaned yesterday at a new dentist, so it took me forever, and I missed the short at 3:07. I set that alert on my live yesterday. I set that alert with y'all, and then I got the alert on my phone. I'm like, K-Rap. So anyway, that trade worked out really well. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Charkaluri, and I kind of go over the follow-up of some of these trades. Sometimes I see them and they're pretty crystal clear and I have a really high conviction. Other mornings I give you potential setups and I don't really have a high conviction. So coin you want, okay. Yep, I agree. Facebook is definitely standing out. Okay, gaming channel, the Madrid ribbon indicator. Any indicator that helps you be consistent, use it. And if it's too much noise, get it off your chart. I promise you, you can trade with just a line only. You can do this with a line only. Sometimes I freak people out with this. And I would say if you're a newer trader, just go down to this. Literally, this is all you need to trade. You just need price. So when we come up into these resistance levels, go short. Come down into support, go long. Don't make it hard. The more stuff we follow as a newer trader, the more difficult it is to trade. So the other thing I didn't share with y'all, I shared it on my Twitter and in the room, was that this weekend I had a flight and the guy beside me is like, you really got to check out, and he really said it like this, you really got to check out this thing called crypto. You would make $1 million, a fortune. I turned $25 into 6 figures, which if he did, God bless him. I want everybody to make money. Everybody to make money. But the fierce, disciplined traders that I know, they're going to take that money from him. They're going to short whatever coin he's in, and they're going to take it, and there's going to be a shift of wealth. So this bull run in crypto has been amazing. The music is stopping slowly, and everybody's looking for their chair in this musical chairs game. So don't just willy-nilly. Literally, my dog could walk over my keyboard and make money in crypto the last few months. So if you've been making money, God bless you. Good for you. I'm not saying it wasn't earned, but I'm saying it's been a much easier environment. Now the environment will shift. We'll know it when it shifts, and things are going to be different. It will be different for a lot of you. So if you're a newer trader and you've made money, watch that ego. And I know I'm a woman speaking to a lot of men, and I see a lot of ego in trading, and it's just the number one thing I look for someone who is really crumbling underneath the surface and could be failing or close to failing at trading. Tuck your ego, ask questions, don't get crazy with these holy grail indicators, stick to price action. Okay, awesome. I hope you took advantage of, oh shoot, Peanuts. Come on, we got to use stop losses. Okay, let's look at coin. Man, was that a trade? Okay, that may be my best trade idea yet on pre-game. So what was it? About an 8% drop. That's a lot of money. Okay, so on coin. So let's look at, I like the 15-minute when I'm looking at for day trading. So remember, prior support could act as resistance. Oh, that was the wrong one. So 39463, 38629. Okay. So I have to remember there's a delay. So I'm going to leave this up for just a second. So if you want this, take a screenshot. All right. If you want these levels, I'm going to leave it up. Please give me a thumbs up. Please. If you are a TCG member, you can head on over to the community, and Denzi will be live going over potential setup. She's really great in these in all environments, but definitely this environment she's great. You're welcome, Dawn. Ego is a money killer. I'm telling you, I get a lot of positive feedback from female traders because we're very quick to say, I'm an idiot, I don't know, I'm stupid, I made a stupid mistake. Yeah, exactly. Smile and nod, dragon, smile and nod. But we're real quick to say, I don't know this. And where men, sometimes they don't ask questions, or they're embarrassed, or they just have let their ego get in the way. Tuck your ego. We're here to make money. We are here to make money. Your goal as a trader, okay, hopefully y'all got that screenshot, is to take the balance of your account from over here to over here, top right corner, bottom left corner, top right corner. That's what your job is. And however that path happens, wonderful. And if you got to tuck your ego and say, oop, I'm being stupid, oop, made a stupid mistake, tuck it. Do what you got to do to get to the far right top corner. You're welcome, Dren, Dell, Shira, Davy Baby, Bob, Pcourt, Lusmar. All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a great day trading. And TCG members, I'll see you in the room. And